evidence synthesis, but I think we are close in terms of time. So we will now conclude this lecture and we'll keep the remaining slides for the next lecture on the topic of evidence synthesis, conclusions, and policy formulation. Thank you very much. And if you have questions, you are welcome.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you very much.
Yasin.
Thank you very
If
much,
anyone has
Rasmi,
any
and
questions-
thank you for censoring. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ahmed. If anyone has any questions, you are free to ask them now, please. Please, Dr. Tariq. Dr. Tariq?
Hello. Hello.
Yes. Yes,
Hello?
please, Dr.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Akyomsai, for this lecture. In fact, you mentioned the PERT and the CPM. Do you mean exactly using the PERT as a pre-phase for policy analysis? Because we know, for example, or unless if you are approaching it from a private perspective, because you know that at the governmental level, usually they are not using the PERT or the CPM, or you mean just to make the decision, yani all the pre-steps that precedes the formulation of a policy. The second point you mentioned in your last two slides, that it is more like the policy analysis. It is more, if I got you properly, it's more a qualitative. While in the beginning you mentioned PERT and CPM, and we also know that PERT or CPM or even the decision tree are quantitative and not qualitative. Please, just if you can explain this.
Yeah, I agree with you. So I didn't. I mean, PERT and CPMs are not qualitative matters. They are, of course, as I agree with you, they are widely used in management decisions and management policies, but they may not be as effectively used in public policy analysis. But as a methodological tool, it still has some kind of mechanism in. It can be used in policy analysis, but there's also the idea of that while in management science people are aware about these methodologies, a large number of methodologies, these big data analysis, operation research, cost benefit analysis, cost effectiveness analysis, SWOT analysis, many other of the aspects of these policy analysis, while they are widely aware and used for their business models and policies. In public policy analysis, I think it's not always that all of these methods, but in public policy analysis, at least in health policy and in economic policy, there's a considerable amount of accounting methods, and also in health policy, most of the methods are widely used, especially cost impact and cost benefit analysis, cost effectiveness analysis. There are large use of even the Markov-Chain process in health policy modeling. But as to the question on the qualitative approach, I think qualitative approach as such is not suggesting that it is used as a kind of single decision-making point. So qualitative approach is only towards the end. I try to draw attention to qualitative approach that policymakers sometimes try to rely on in the sense of focus group discussion or a Delphi method or a brainstorming method. Because in many of the policy making in different ministries, so I think in lecture 2, in the very first lecture, I provided actual based on interviews of some 1,600 policy analysts in government policy making in an European context. It showed that widely used technical methods of cost benefit analysis, cost effectiveness analysis, operation research, SWOT analysis, PERT and CPM methods, big data analytics, etc. But they are the widely used quantitative methods used in policy analysis. But it also said that a lot of policy decisions are taken based on brainstorming and the focus group discussion, even in a European context, which are, I think, if there is enough evidence, but there is a decision has to be taken in health policy or social policy, in public policy making. If there is certain amount of evidence that already exists, and they need to have a kind of discussion, consultation, and brainstorming, or focus group discussion of different stakeholders, then possibly that helps them to arrive at a decision, a right decision, or more wise policy decision.
One quick note here. I think just in the MENA region specifically, they use more the empirical analysis. You know, definitely you know more than me, and they review the existing laws and policy specifically at the governmental level. Here, I am not talking about the private sector, because, for example, in Lebanon we have like laws. They are back up to the Ottoman Empire, when the Ottoman Empire was invading Lebanon. So we have kind of laws that they are backed up to this laws. But this is just a quick note here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Tariq. Anyone, please? Anyone has any questions? Thank you all for attending this lecture. Looking forward to seeing you next Thursday at the same time. Thank you, Prof. Arqi Sami.
Thank you.